2025 is the year luxury SUVs hit rock bottom. Dealers are slashing prices, and these once untouchable vehicles are now just gathering dust. Why are the big players like Land Rover and Mercedes struggling? The shocking truth about the fall of luxury SUVs is just beginning. This isn't just about a few slow-selling models. This is happening across the board. The most surprising part: some of the top-tier luxury SUVs, the ones that were once symbols of status, success, and sophistication, are sitting untouched. For anyone in the car industry, it's a red flag. To understand what's going on, we need to look at the broader picture. Luxury vehicles were once a safe bet for both dealerships and car buyers alike. People invested heavily in these SUVs, lured by the promise of impeccable design, cutting-edge technology, and a driving experience that promised to be head and shoulders above the rest. But 2025 is different. There's a wave of change happening in the world of car buyers. They're no longer satisfied with just a high-end badge or a plush leather interior. Today's buyers far more discerning. What they want goes beyond flashy features or a pricey nameplate. So, what's driving the shift in preferences? It's no longer enough to simply offer a vehicle that can drive through rugged terrains and boast a rich heritage of adventure. The modern buyer wants luxury without compromise, but with practicality. While off-road capability was once a big selling point, research shows that fewer than 5% of luxury SUV owners ever venture off-road. So, why continue offering expensive off-road features when customers are craving comfort, space, and superior tech features for their day-to-day lives? The problem is, some automakers, especially those with established brands, are finding themselves out of touch with what the modern consumer values most. These companies are heavily invested in providing rugged, outdoorsy vehicles while ignoring the growing demand for more urban-friendly, tech-savvy, and fuel-efficient models. With fuel prices rising and city living becoming more expensive, the appeal of massive gas-guzzling SUVs is fading. Let's take a closer look at one of the most iconic examples of this struggle, the Land Rover Discovery. This once legendary luxury SUV is now among the slowest-selling vehicles on dealer lots. According to industry reports, the average Discovery model spends 300 days on a dealer's lot before being sold. While this may not seem like a huge deal to the untrained eye, when compared to other models that get snapped up within a month, the Discovery's struggle is glaring. It's a sign of something much deeper, something that's affecting the luxury SUV market as a whole. The Discovery was once the dream vehicle for those who wanted to combine luxury with off-road prowess. It embodied adventure while still offering the high-end comfort expected from a luxury brand. It could climb mountains, navigate rough rivers, and still be the most comfortable vehicle in the room. But let's face it, how many people really need to climb mountains? The answer is surprisingly few. Today's buyer doesn't want to spend tens of thousands of dollars on a SUV that might never leave the pavement. And why would they, when there are other SUVs out there that offer the same level of luxury and technology at a lower price tag? The Discovery's struggle lies in this unrealized expectation that people want ruggedness when, in reality, they are seeking convenience, tech, and better fuel efficiency. The Land Rover Discovery starts at around $75,600, and it can go up even higher with premium packages and additional features. That's a significant investment for any buyer. But here's where things start to fall apart. For the same price as the Discovery, you could get an Audi Q7, Mercedes Goal, or BMW X5, all offering similar luxury, safety, and tech. The question buyers are now asking is, why spend more on a rugged, off-road focused luxury SUV when I can get a comparable experience for a lower price? Buyers are increasingly opting for vehicles that provide ease of use, advanced tech, and reliable performance at a more affordable price. It's no longer about just having a nameplate that stands out. It's about finding the right value in the market. In a market flooded with options, luxury automakers are struggling to stand out. The problem isn't that the Discovery is a bad vehicle, it's just that in 2025, the consumer has more choices than ever before. A buyer no longer needs to pay a premium for a vehicle that offers so much off-road capability when they may never actually take the car off-road. Instead, buyers are prioritizing other features: reliable infotainment systems, advanced safety tech, comfort, and fuel economy. Features like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and lane assist have become standard, and plug-in hybrid versions of SUVs are on the rise. In fact, the rise of electric and hybrid SUVs means that fuel economy is now a significant selling point. Gas-guzzling luxury SUVs are quickly becoming obsolete, and dealerships are scrambling to adapt. The change is so significant that dealers are now actively dumping inventory of slow-selling SUVs. With models like the Land Rover Discovery sitting unsold, dealerships have been forced to lower their prices, offer special financing deals, and in some cases, give discounts on the vehicles just to get them off the lot. While that may sound like good news for buyers looking for a deal, it's a clear sign that the luxury SUV market is going through a dramatic shift. Dealers are desperate to clear out inventory, and they're willing to drop prices to move vehicles that just aren't selling. The unfortunate truth is that luxury vehicles like the Discovery have become hard to sell due to changing consumer tastes and stiff competition from more affordable, practical alternatives. In January 2025, dealerships are facing a crisis no one expected. Luxury SUVs, once the top choice for discerning buyers, are now sitting idle on showroom floors. The problem isn't just about a few slow-selling models, it's a trend. From Mercedes to BM, the entire luxury SUV market is struggling, and dealers are feeling the pressure. One of the most eye-opening cases is the Land Rover Discovery, a name long synonymous with adventure and off-road capabilities. Yet, in today's market, this once iconic model is struggling to move. For months, these high-end SUVs have been lingering on dealer lots with no buyers in sight. The Discovery, which was once a symbol of rugged elegance, is now struggling to justify its price tag, with sales figures dropping like a stone. Why the sudden shift? The Discovery, which used to represent the best of both worlds, luxury and performance, no longer seems to have a place in the modern market. While the off-road aspect was once the biggest selling point, the truth is that fewer and fewer buyers are willing to pay a premium for a vehicle that they're unlikely to use for its off-road capabilities. Instead, today's buyers want something practical, efficient, and packed with the latest technology. Luxury buyers are increasingly looking for tech-savvy SUVs that offer comfort, style, and practicality without the added costs of large, fuel-inefficient engines. This shift is not unique to Land Rover. The Mercedes-Benz G-Class, also known as the G-Wagon, is another vehicle that's facing difficulty moving off dealer lots. Once a status symbol seen in the driveways of celebrities, the G-Wagon is now becoming a hard sell. The $130,000 price tag, paired with its outdated technology and poor fuel economy, has made the G-Class feel less appealing to modern buyers. What was once a car for those who wanted to flaunt their success has now become an expensive relic. Buyers today aren't just interested in prestige, they want value. And for the price of a G-Class, they can get a more fuel-efficient, tech-forward, and practical alternative. It's not just the G-Class that's struggling, though. The BM X7, which was once considered the epitome of luxury and sophistication, has also found itself in the same boat. With a price tag starting at $80,000, the X7 offers plenty of luxury features. But despite this, its size and fuel consumption are proving to be deal breakers for many buyers. As cities get more crowded and parking becomes more challenging, consumers are less willing to commit to large, gas-guzzling SUVs. The X7's competitors, such as the Mercedes-Benz GLEs or the Range Rover, offer similar luxury and technology but are generally more fuel-efficient, making them more attractive options for potential buyers. In a market flooded with alternatives, buyers are increasingly price-conscious and eco-conscious. The rise of electric and hybrid vehicles is playing a major role in this shift, with new electric SUVs like the Audi e-tron and Tesla Model X offering impressive features and performance. Traditional luxury SUV brands are facing a tough competition. These electric SUVs offer the luxury, space, and technology buyers are looking for, but with the added bonus of zero emissions and lower running costs. Luxury SUV brands that were once kings of the road are now in danger of losing their crown to electric alternatives. For instance, the Audi Q8, which was expected to be a top contender in the luxury SUV market, has been a slow seller. The Q8 was designed to compete with the likes of the BM X7 and Mercedes GLE, offering luxury, performance, and tech in a package that seemed nearly perfect. However, the Q8 finds itself stuck in the middle, too expensive for those looking for an affordable luxury SUV, and not offering enough advanced features to justify its price compared to its competitors. The shift toward electric vehicles has opened up new opportunities for buyers who want future-proof options. While traditional luxury SUVs continue to dominate in terms of sales, the market for electric SUVs is growing at an exponential rate. Automakers that once ruled the luxury SUV market are finding themselves struggling to keep up, trying to match the tech and performance that electric models like the Tesla Model X and the Ford Mustang Mach-E offer. The question now is, what's next for these luxury SUV brands? As fuel efficiency becomes a top priority and electric vehicles continue to gain popularity, traditional automakers are being forced to rethink their strategies. Some are already pivoting toward hybrid and electric versions of their top models, while others are doubling down on tech and comfort to keep pace. However, this transition isn't easy. The cost of developing new technologies, especially electric powertrains, is astronomical. Many of the traditional luxury brands are caught between two worlds, trying to stay true to their legacy of powerful, capable SUVs while embracing the future of green technology. For buyers, this offers a unique opportunity. The dealerships desperate to move inventory are offering huge discounts, special financing deals, and premium add-ons just to clear the lot. If you've had your eye on a luxury SUV, January 2025 might be your best chance to snag a deal, especially if you're not concerned with the latest technology or fuel economy. As we move further into 2025, luxury SUV sales are expected to remain flat as consumers adjust their buying habits. The shift towards smaller, more fuel-efficient, and tech-savvy vehicles will continue, and it's likely that we'll see more and more luxury brands pivoting to hybrid and electric models to stay competitive. In the meantime, slow-selling models like the Land Rover Discovery, Beam XC7, and Mercedes G-Class will continue to gather dust on dealer lots, with dealers slashing prices and offering incentives to move them. But the real question remains, will these brands be able to adapt to the changing demands of consumers, or will they be left behind in favor of electric and hybrid alternatives? Only time will tell. As the automotive world continues to change rapidly in 2025, dealerships are facing a dilemma. They've spent years selling powerful, gas-guzzling luxury SUVs, but with electric vehicles, EVs, now dominating the market, these traditional vehicles are becoming harder to sell. The result? Dealerships are scrambling to adapt, and the changes they are making could reshape the entire landscape of the luxury car market. While many car buyers are excited about the possibilities of electric vehicles, dealerships aren't exactly jumping for joy. They'd been heavily reliant on selling high-end, high-margin SUVs, and now those same vehicles are sitting unsold on the lots. What's even more concerning is that these models, which were once the crown jewels of luxury brands, are no longer driving the revenue they used to. This has left dealerships with no choice but to rethink their strategies and look for new ways to attract buyers. Dealers have started offering incentives, discounts, and special deals to help clear out their lots. For instance, Mercedes-Benz, BEM, and Land Rover have all slashed prices on their flagship SUVs like the X7, G-Class, and Discovery to make them more appealing to buyers. But it's clear that slashing prices alone won't solve the problem. The demand for these luxury SUVs has significantly diminished, and unless dealerships make substantial changes to their approach, they may face even greater challenges in the years to come. So, what exactly are dealerships doing to cope with this major shift in consumer preferences? First, many are pivoting to selling electric and hybrid models alongside their traditional offerings. This is where the challenge really starts. EVs require a new level of knowledge and expertise that most salespeople simply don't have right now. Car salespeople have been used to talking about engine power, towing capacity, and the latest in luxury features, but now they need to learn about battery life, charging infrastructure, and range anxiety, things that were never part of their regular sales pitch before. To keep up, dealerships are investing heavily in training their sales teams on the latest electric vehicles. They're creating showrooms with dedicated sections for EV models, offering test drives, and bringing in experts to answer customer questions. It's clear that, while traditional luxury SUVs are still available, dealerships are betting on EVs as the future of the market. The introduction of electric SUVs from traditional luxury automakers is a clear sign of how quickly things are changing. Brands like Beam and Audi have already launched electric versions of their popular SUVs like the BMW iX, and Audi e-tron, and Mercedes-Benz has rolled out the X-SUV. While these vehicles may still have a premium price tag, they're more appealing to the modern buyer who is looking for something sustainable, advanced, and future-proof. Dealerships are also investing in charging infrastructure, understanding that customers may be hesitant to buy an electric SUV if they don't have easy access to charging stations. Many are now offering free charging incentives and promoting the installation of home charging stations for buyers. But even with these efforts, the road to convincing luxury SUV buyers to shift toward electric models isn't going to be easy. Another important factor in all of this is consumer education. Dealerships must educate buyers on why electric vehicles are a smarter choice, not just in terms of sustainability, but also in terms of cost savings. While upfront costs for EVs can be higher, many buyers don't realize that long-term savings in fuel costs, maintenance, and incentives can make these vehicles a much better financial decision over time. As part of their strategy, dealerships are now offering financial consultations to help buyers see the full picture of owning an electric vehicle. The rise of electric SUVs is also forcing dealerships to reconsider their inventory strategies. Traditionally, they've relied on a mix of gas-powered SUVs and luxury sedans, but with EVs now dominating the market, they're adjusting their stock to include more electric models. Dealerships that are slow to pivot to the electric future may find themselves in a difficult spot, especially as buyers begin to demand more sustainable options. For dealers, this shift isn't just about adapting to changing consumer preferences, it's also about staying profitable. As electric vehicle demand grows, traditional SUV sales are falling. The new electric models may offer lower profit margins at first, but as the market continues to expand, dealerships are betting on the long-term profitability of electric vehicles. Many are hoping that as more buyers switch to EVs, they will see higher demand, better margins, and new revenue streams from the growing electric vehicle sector. As dealerships struggle to cope with the shift towards electric vehicles, luxury SUV brands are left to figure out their next move. Traditional gas-powered luxury SUVs are becoming increasingly outdated in the eyes of modern buyers. If luxury SUV brands brands like BMW, Mercedes, and Land Rover are going to survive in the new automotive world, they need to adapt quickly. The shift to electric SUVs isn't just a passing trend, it's here to stay, and brands that don't adapt may soon find themselves on the wrong side of history. The competition in the electric vehicle market is fierce. Automakers like Tesla, Rivian, and Lucid Motors are creating cutting-edge vehicles that are revolutionizing the market. They're pushing the boundaries of design, performance, and sustainability, and traditional automakers are struggling to keep up. But it's not too late for traditional luxury sub-brands to make a comeback. Hybrid and electric versions of popular models are already making waves in the market. If luxury brands can deliver premium electric vehicles that offer the same level of comfort, performance, and tech as their gas-powered counterparts, they could regain their foothold in the luxury sub-space. The coming years will be crucial for these brands as they navigate the new world of electric vehicles. With younger, eco-conscious buyers leading the charge, traditional luxury sub-brands will need to focus on sustainability, advanced tech, and energy efficiency to stay competitive. The good news for buyers: if these changes go according to plan, they could have access to some of the best electric luxury SUVs ever created. For consumers, this shift in the automotive world means you'll have more choices than ever before. Whether you're in the market for a traditional luxury sub or an electric alternative, the future looks bright. The market is evolving rapidly, and 2025 is shaping up to be the year that electric luxury SUVs come into their own. As these changes unfold, it's important to keep your options open. While traditional luxury SUVs are still available, the electric market is rapidly growing, and it might just be time for you to consider making the switch. Whether you're looking for a more sustainable option, a tech-heavy ride, or just a vehicle that's ready for the future, the next few years are sure to bring exciting new choices. The luxury sub-market is at a crossroads. As we move further into 2025, it's clear that the shift towards electric vehicles, EVs, is not a temporary trend. It's the future of the automotive industry. But for traditional gas-powered luxury SUVs, the road ahead is becoming increasingly uncertain. With slow-selling models, falling demand, and rising competition from electric alternatives, what's next for the market? To understand what the future holds for these once untouchable luxury SUVs, we need to look at a few key factors that will shape the industry over the coming years. From pricing and affordability to resale value and market trends, everything is in flux. Here's what's likely to happen in the near future. One of the most pressing questions for both dealerships and consumers is, will luxury SUVs become more affordable in the coming years? Right now, the answer is unclear. As traditional gas-powered SUVs lose favor in a world rapidly shifting towards electric alternatives, many luxury brands are adjusting their pricing strategies. We've already seen price cuts on slow-selling models like the BMW X7, Mercedes G-Class, and Land Rover Discovery, as dealerships desperately try to clear out inventory. However, while price cuts are helping in the short term, the long-term pricing trends may be quite different. For electric luxury SUVs, the high-tech features, battery technology, and advanced powertrains all come at a premium. This means that electric luxury SUVs like the Tesla Model X, Audi e-tron, and BMW iX are likely to remain expensive, at least in the beginning. As technology advances and production scales up, we might see prices decrease slightly, but the luxury segment will still command a premium. For traditional luxury SUVs, it's possible that price adjustments will be made in response to diminished demand. As these models become less popular, automakers may have to lower prices to compete with the more eco-friendly, tech-savvy electric alternatives. However, these price cuts will likely be modest, and luxury brands will still target affluent buyers who are willing to pay a premium for their vehicles. Resale value has always been a major consideration for buyers in the luxury sub-market. But with the rise of electric vehicles, traditional luxury SUVs are facing a major challenge in maintaining their value over time. For electric vehicles, resale values are still uncertain. While models like the Tesla Model X and Rivian R1s have strong brand recognition and are holding their value better than some expected, the general consensus that the electric sub-market is still in its infancy. Buyers are hesitant to invest in EVs if they're not sure whether they will maintain their value in the long run. In contrast, traditional luxury SUVs like the BMW X7 or Mercedes G-Class have historically done well in the resale market. But as these vehicles become less desirable, their resale values are likely to take a hit. In the next few years, these gas guzzlers will become harder to sell, and their resale values will likely fall as a result of decreased demand. What does this mean for you as a buyer? If you're planning to buy a luxury sub in 2025, it's important to consider the long-term value of your purchase. Traditional luxury SUVs may provide the comfort, comfort, performance, and luxury you're looking for, but their resale value is likely to decrease in the coming years as the demand for electric SUVs rises. As the demand for electric vehicles continues to soar, automakers are pivoting to meet that demand. Major brands like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Land Rover are already launching electric and hybrid versions of their most popular luxury SUVs. These models provide buyers with the best of both worlds, the luxury and performance they expect from a high-end SUV, with the eco-conscious benefits of an electric powertrain. The introduction of hybrid versions of popular models, like the BMW X5 and Land Rover Range Rover, is helping bridge the gap for buyers who are not yet ready to fully commit to an electric vehicle, but still want to reduce their carbon footprint. Meanwhile, electric SUVs like the Tesla Model X, Audi e-tron, and BMW iX are setting new benchmarks for luxury in the SUV market, offering futuristic technology, zero emissions, and impressive range. The shift to hybrid and electric vehicles is expected to be swift. By 2030, many countries around the world are setting ambitious goals to phase out gas-powered vehicles, and luxury automakers are already preparing for that transition. In the coming years, we can expect to see more hybrid and fully electric SUVs from luxury brands with advanced features and state-of-the-art technology that will redefine what it means to drive a luxury SUV. The future of the luxury SUV market will be shaped not only by automakers but also by consumers. Buyers today have more information at their fingertips than ever before, and they're becoming more eco-conscious, tech-savvy, and budget-conscious. As more consumers turn toward electric and hybrid vehicles, luxury SUV brands will have no choice but to adapt to these changing preferences. In the past, buyers of luxury vehicles were often drawn to the status symbol of owning a big, powerful SUV. But now, buyers are considering factors like fuel efficiency, low emissions, and advanced tech as a way to future-proof their vehicles. The demand for more sustainable options is growing, and automakers will need to adjust their offerings accordingly. In the coming years, luxury SUV buyers will likely have access to EVs and hybrids that provide the same level of comfort, performance, and luxury as their gas-powered counterparts, while also meeting the demand for a more sustainable driving experience. The luxury SUV market is at a turning point. Traditional models like the BMW X7, Land Rover Discovery, and Mercedes G-Class are feeling the pressure from the rising popularity of electric and hybrid alternatives. Dealers are responding by slashing prices, offering discounts, and rushing to clear their lots. But the real question is, can these legacy brands stay relevant in a market that's increasingly focused on sustainability, technology, and eco-conscious driving? For automakers that can adapt quickly and deliver electric versions of their most popular models, the future still looks promising. For those that are slow to change, the road ahead may be much more difficult. As a consumer, it's essential to stay informed about these changes in the market. Whether you're looking for a traditional luxury SUV or considering making the switch to an electric alternative, the next few years will bring exciting opportunities to find the perfect car for your lifestyle. Dealerships are adjusting to the times, and 2025 is shaping up to be a pivotal year for the future of luxury SUVs and luxurious options than ever before.